Podcast.
Two Bros Podcast. Like, comment, share.
13 Ghost TV, one.
We'll see you next episode. She's running a little late.
Okay.
She had some errands to run. She said she'll Remember, we're
I'm sorry.
No, I make that mistake often myself. Yes, that's how you gotta do it.
It took us a couple weeks, but we're back.
We're back. We're black. He's back. I'm bad. Hey, Google. Stop playing music, please. Hey, Google. Stop playing music.
Knock it off, Google.
Knock it off.
Cut your bullshit, Google.
Good afternoon, young fella. How art thou?
Pretty fucking tired.
I as well. Thank you.
Pretty tired. Probably for different reasons, but pretty tired.
Yeah. I'm tired for a crazy reason. You know, party. You know.
Yeah. Celebrating?
Yeah. But this is Two Bros Podcast, episode 61.
Dot!
We got you, motherfucker.
That's right. Y'all thought we was gone. Just because we got shit to do, that don't mean we not coming back.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, had a little party. We had a pre-Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to those who are Mexican.
You do that?
No. No, I don't. I was saying for those who do celebrate it.
No, I'm saying you said you had a pre-Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, because you know what happens in the entertainment and promoting world, you have to capitalize on the hallmark,
the marketing,
the hallmark stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it works. I mean, people just. I guess
exactly. You got to have a name for it. No, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
it's not even what it's supposed to be. Like people think it has nothing to do with Mexican independence.
Well, yeah. What is it?
It's like
one group of people.
One battle that took place on that day. That
5th of May.
I don't even know what the result was of that battle, but it had nothing to do with Mexican independence. It was like a part of the thing. Mexican independence happened something else, and somebody just said, "Damn, everybody's drunk. What day is it? Today's the 6th. Everybody got drunk on the 5th?
Right.
Yeah. The Cinco de Mayo? Yeah. And it became a thing. Let's do it again next year.
Yeah. How about that?
Bartenders hate this day though. They hate Cinco de Mayo. They hate St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Because all the rookies come out to the bars.
Yeah.
They don't have any money. They usually have somebody else's credit card.
Yeah.
They don't leave any tips.
Yeah.
They hate that day.
Really? You know, the bar Blaggers where I hang out at used to hang out. I'm not on that block anymore, but they always call those like those pop-up Christmases. Like, the owner likes the revenue, but you're right. The fucking
people who work it don't
shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's like really,
really,
yeah, really.
And the regulars usually don't come out on those days.
Yes, correct. I do try to avoid the
the guy that's gonna drop $40 and maybe get something to drink and buy a round for a couple friends and stuff like that. That person's not coming out on that day.
True. You're right about that. So what else is going on? You've been in the city. What do you do? You're tired. You for
I'm tired because Miles had a shit fit last night.
Oh.
And he just wouldn't go to sleep. just
spry.
He's been like battling a virus.
Okay.
So he's coming down off of that and so it's just messing with his sleep, how he sleeps.
Pattern.
And it's like one of those things where like he sleeps like in certain, like if you hold him, he'll fall asleep. The moment you put him down, he looks up like, what the fuck is going on? And so I was up with him for a bit. The wife was up with him for a bit, and each one of us we got our share of crankiness, And then when you're each cranky, which has nothing to do with the other person. Yeah. What do? You take it out on the other person. So it has nothing to do with my It has nothing to do with my wife. But I'm mad at my wife.
Yeah.
Put the fucking coffee in. Exactly. It's like, what? What's wrong with the coffee now? It's got nothing to do with her, but just like she's there, and so like you tend to like snap at the person who's there, and so you forget that person has nothing to do with it.
Weirdly enough, when like when you see it outside looking in. when people like throw shit and break their own stuff, like, what the fuck I do with this TV now?
Exactly.
Like, how mad were you that it seemed like a good idea to break this fucking TV? Fucking shit.
Oh shit.
Then you go look at the pieces and you have to clean it up.
Yeah,
Like,
then
it's cool if you could break it and walk off. Like,
Right.
fuck this
Be
shit.
done with it. like those explosions and just walk
Yeah,
away.
yeah, just leave and never go. But then when you gotta come back and clean up your
Clean it up.
own,
Now that it's settled, and now
Sober
you gotta
up
clean it
really
up.
quick.
What you gonna do for a TV? And
right? Now you gotta
buy another TV, and now you gotta.
That
So
is
this was a
those-
$1,500
rant. Fucking mad for no reason. Yeah, so we I was starting to say we celebrated a little bit. On my level 1 crew, we had a we just took the opportunity to party and have a little what we called a spring vibe social party.
Okay.
And what was interesting about it enough, and I think there's some photos up here on Facebook because my buddy's wife Lee, one that was on our guest for the cancer week, she's a live fanatic. Like she's
everything's live?
Yeah, so don't do any crimes around this lady.
Just don't do anything.
Yeah, nothing incriminating because you
You'll be doing lines of coke. And
No. No, she posted some stuff. God bless her because she captures the moments, I guess, and it's pretty fun all the time. But we had just an opportunity to party.
Nice.
We had some huge. I'll show you some of the bit stuff. We had some huge Connect Fours and some really fun
Some
games.
life-size Connect Fours,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, I've seen those. Those are cool.
Yeah, we bring those out. We got a big. What else we got? We got the. We got a big Jenga. You know, the big life-size Jenga style. So we
Life-size Jenga.
Well, not
Life-size Jenga could kill you.
Yes,
If you-
they were with blocks. They're with blocks, and they will. You're fucking right. They will fucking kill you. Like you'll see some of the. No, I can't. This is my feed is fucked up because people start posting shit on my page.
Oh, really?
Why? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, you know, life size Django is really fun.
hot.
You hot? Huh? You want me to open?
No,
the
no,
air?
no. It's good. It's good.
Okay. There's one thing Google can't do is open.
Google, open the window.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just, who the fuck do you think I am?
Right. Selfish bastard.
Selfish son of a.
No, but we took some time to have some fun
Yeah.
with friends. We had spades going on down in the basement, you know, some card games and stuff. I'm probably one of the in the hood, one of the only people from the hood that can't play spades. I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
Can you play spades?
Yes.
I can't.
Oh no.
I don't even know the concept. But I'm 100% honest with you right now. And my ghetto card has been revoked several times for this because
So you can't play spades.
just walk away and like
Spades and basketball. You can't. Well, go play basketball. Well, I don't play basketball. Well, God damn it!
what kind of hood guy are you? Yeah, I lose all street cred when it comes to the spade game. But oddly enough, no one played because you know what? I guess it's so difficult to create like social gatherings where people have to interact again, like relearning themselves. And so at some point, people go, "You don't want to push your ass on me and grind on me and do dubstep and no, let's play a game." Like,
Let's play a game of spades. Let's have a conversation.
yeah,
Let's-
that's right. And the downstairs level of the clubhouse we rent out, it's kind of quieter. The game was on. Everyone was just ranting over the fight. Like they wanted to see this Canelo fight.
Okay.
And they put it on this DAZN, which is the new channel.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
which is a new streaming channel. They're killing it right now. They're gonna kill sports. They'll be the new ESPN.
They got to get more. They got to get.
Oh, of course.
Their variety has to increase. But yes.
But they're surrounded around boxing,
Yes.
which is not enough. Watching guys.
No, it's not enough about
And
boxing.
MMA.
But I think they also got Bellator, which
Yes.
is like
It's like an MMA
It's like another
crossover.
It's off of. It's not the same company as UFC.
Yes.
It's a different company.
Yes.
But a lot of guys are going to Bellator. But
Really?
yeah, they're positioned to be that.
More on the brutal side of streaming, like if you like to see people just get
Just people just like
potato sacked and just beat up and shit. Like, how could we watch a whole channel of that? Like,
if you like it. Look, if you're at a distance,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
yeah, nothing you
There's
no harm,
something
no
about
foul.
there's something about watching people fight that is just like it's like a primal thing.
Yeah,
Like
well, gladiators, right?
competition is just that's it's like that ultimate competition. It's like as close to like savagery as you can get.
Well, everyone loves to watch it and not do it. You know
Well,
what I'm
yes. Well, because you watch it, you don't have to do
saying? Yeah,
it.
that's right.
You can go back to your accounting job and just and like and talk under your breath.
Right, get
when
'em.
when your boss tells you, "Hey, look, we need this done by today."
So here's some of the life size,
Okay.
big, well, not life size,
Well, but big enough.
plus size.
Yeah. Those are
Plus
cool.
size. Yeah, really cool. A lot of fun, and the cinder blocks here for Jenga.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Cinder blocks.
Oh, not cinder blocks.
Oh, okay.
2
All
by
right.
4s. You know, cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks.
Change the world.
Why y'all coming in here with broken fingers and wrists? Oh, we're playing cinder block Jenga. And
Yeah.
I lost.
You know, speaking of games, have you seen this this new game called it's on the sports channels now, World Chase Tag?
World Chase Tag?
Yeah.
No.
It's amazing.
World Chase Tag.
Amazing.
So it's tag.
Tag
Uh-huh.
in an obstacle course made it's made up, and you know, I think you get around to do the course yourself.
Mhm.
And then you and an opponent, it could be a guy versus a girl, it could
Right.
be tag. But it's fucking dope.
So you
like,
go to, so each person starts at one end of the maze?
yes.
Okay.
And it's you know what I'm saying?
Ah, all right.
And it's a lot of fucking kind of parkour guys that are
Mm.
very agile.
Right.
I mean, I want to show you this thing, but I don't want to take away from the show and you know do it. But it is amazing.
They can like climb halfway up a wall.
Oh shit! It is
Yeah.
fucking awesome, dude. It's so fun to watch. I don't know how long you can watch
Mm-hmm.
it because it's like okay, beep. And I think what you don't get from it, which what most sports gives you, you don't know these people. They're not celebrities. They're not stars. So,
Right.
so as this sport grows, and this is seeming to be, I guess a new sport. I guess everybody's looking for a new way to
A new-
stream,
right.
new stream of revenue, and you know it's like hide and go seek league. You know what I'm
Pretty.
saying?
Why not?
I know, but those are dope. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this thing is pretty good. I caught it and I was like, what? Wait, what is this? And then I was like, I thought it was a joke.
Wasn't there a video game like that? Wasn't there a video game in which like you and your opponent started at each end of a maze, and you had to get to a certain
Yeah.
spot,
Oh, yeah.
and you navigate certain obstacles as they come through and
well, that's like
stuff and
every fucking video game has seemed like.
no, but
I'm
like but there
thinking
was
like
this,
Robotron or
but there's
something.
this take two. You ready? Camera? Good.
Good.
There was a specific video game that was just like that. Like it put you in a maze.
Mm.
And you had to get to a certain spot to claim something, and like you know, if you get this certain power, you can cut through a wall.
Oh,
some
okay.
shit like that.
Oh yeah,
You know,
well
type of
that's
stuff.
I don't remember the name of that, but that's definitely a thing. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so I like that. I like this direction. I mean, whoever thought of this thing, whoever created it is pretty smart because
Yeah.
this is an untapped old resource.
Well,
you know?
it's an old resource, probably repackaged for a new audience.
Correct.
You know,
Right.
and
So they make these guys. I'll show you briefly
Okay.
here, like Marengo Gang versus Huge. Like they got cool names.
Yeah.
You know, guys call them. They got like gamer tags, like you know, like hashtag names, and this.
oh, and I gotta chase each other.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
okay.
chase tag, not just.
Okay, I got you.
It's like you got 10 seconds to get the
Okay, I
motherfucker.
got you.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty badass.
That's weird.
It's pretty.
That's dope. That's kind of
that's really dope, man.
Like climbing over monkey bars and shit.
Yes, I mean you really have to be pretty talented because these guys are fucking like, zoom, 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 you know.
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah, they're a bunch of parkour kind of guys. You know, it's all Orange County surfer dudes.
That's
Yeah,
with nothing-
skateboarders.
with shit else to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like look at these guys. These guys are clearly like skateboarders.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They clearly have that look. You know So this will bring sneaker deals. You know,
Yeah,
Chase.
yeah.
I mean, wow, I got the best. What kind of sneaker do you wear? How do you move so quickly? It's a fucking new. It's a great
Sneakers,
stream.
clothes, like you know, clothes that allow you for movement and
Yeah.
stuff
So
like that.
so I
and-
sent my bid in for to the guy here. Not
Okay.
him, not Kieran, but there's another guy in there, Joe Chase, I think his name is. And you see how they blacked out his? He had a sponsored ad on there.
Yeah.
They blacked him out because that's why.
That's
It's
why
sponsorship.
It's sponsorship.
Yep. And they're like, nope, that one didn't get approved by us.
Okay.
But this is great. This is really fun and a new way for people to, and it also will encourage people to get active.
Yeah.
anything you could do, right? To get
Anything you
outside.
can do.
Go play chase. Like, cause imagine this: you take it from here and you go, "Hey, let's go out and play chase."
Let's go out and play chase tag. Yes.
See what
Yes.
it does? It'll make
Yes.
people create, instead of doing it at home and watching it, they'll come home and they'll go to the parks and they'll do this.
Well, hopefully that's what'll happen.
I mean, hopefully so. Or hopefully you don't fucking end up like this guy
Or-
and jump off a monkey bar. And... Hey, listen, remember the monkey bars?
Yes.
Remember the parks
Oh yeah.
and everything in them? They were made of metal.
Yes. They were made of metal, hard rubber. It really was not the safest place in the world
No.
to be. It was fun and it was better than doing nothing.
Yeah, this is true.
But when you look back at it, said no, no.
Ow!
Yeah, exactly.
You get that little fucking bend your knee
Yeah.
or bend your elbow.
But you should be doing that if you're young.
100%.
If you're a kid, you should be doing that. You should have a few bumps and bruises on you from playing.
Yes.
That's how you get stronger. That's how you know.
Aha.
That's how you get stronger. That's how you know, hey, maybe you were doing something that you shouldn't. I remember when I fell off the roof of our house. When I fell down off the roof.
What? Do I remember this? I don't remember this.
I was just.
No, I think I remember the story, but I wasn't there.
I just was on the roof and I slid and then fell down. And I didn't hurt myself to the point where I needed
Right. Right, you didn't need medical
attention.
Right.
But then Mom came home, and she said, "Good for
What
you,
happened to you? Yeah.
because you shouldn't have been on the goddamn roof."
100%.
You know. Now, if you were, crossing the street and got hit by a car,
Yeah.
or you were doing something and something unfortunate happened,
This
yes,
is- yeah.
yes, then let's see what you need
Right.
and blah 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 blah.
Tighten you
I
up.
was like, "Fuck you! You on the roof, you dumbass! You should be hurt."
Surprise you shit
That's how
ain't
that's
broken.
right. I'm surprised you're not dead. Be happy you're not dead.
I like that direction, man. I really think it's cool. It's for kids to go out and do any kind of game, any kind of activity, any kind of just other than a fucking device. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very encouraging. It says that there's hope.
Well, it would be nice to do that. It would be nice if something like this would make people go outside and just say, hey, let me, I can jump over that, or I can jump over this. Or...
I can only assume that it would again, we get weaponized by like Mattel and whatever else, and they'll come out with little vests and fucking flags and toys, like stuff that you can buy.
That you can buy and
because people think they can't do it themselves. Like,
right.
I can't play tag. I need the paraphernalia.
I need permission, or I need to make teams, or
no, you just the paraphernalia, like you know what I'm saying, like the regalia,
so you can't just go do it.
right. Who is a tag kit? You mean like me chase him?
Right.
The fun is not in the box.
That's true.
The fun's not in the box.
The fun's not in the box.
The fun's in your head. The fun's with your friend. You know what I'm saying? When you make it up. The box, that's the who. The box is the inspiration.
Did you ever come, when you were a kid, you come around a neighborhood where all your friends were, and nobody was outside, and you all of a sudden saw like one person like running, and you trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and everybody was either playing like kick the can or something. You just got there late.
Oh yeah.
That's
fucked up feeling.
You just got there right because you feel like what, nobody called?
Yeah,
Somebody
right.
said come over or something like
You
that.
didn't hear the call. You didn't know.
Yeah, but
it
then you
was...
see somebody like running down and they're going in the back and behind somebody else's bush and they're like,
Yeah, they tell
you're
you.
like, what the fuck is going on? It's like playing kick the can. There's like 8 of us. Be quiet.
When you're not in the ring of the no, it's
a lonely feeling.
It's a lonely fucking feeling.
It's a lonely feeling.
Everyone else is on an accord. Everyone's got a plan. They got a mission. They're doing what they're doing.
Right.
And you're fucking.
And you feel left out.
Yeah.
And depending on your self-esteem, you feel like you were purposefully
Yeah.
left out. So you didn't call me. It's not that you just.
I didn't know about it?
Right. It's not that you were just like not there.
But that could happen if you take a nap. It's like if you
True.
left and go or you had to do something else.
Right.
Mom sends you somewhere to the
Mom said,
store
"Go
or
pick up-
something.
pick up
Yeah,
some
and
groceries,
then
put the
you
groceries
just
away."
missed the loop.
Right.
You missed the wave, and
Right.
when you get in, it's we don't want to play no more.
Yeah, exactly. We're tired.
Yeah.
From all this
But if you're
playing.
the guy that always happens to, you're the fucking odd man out, man. You're the fucking Jay
That
Connolly.
always.
The
That
Jay Connolly's
always
of our
is
days.
left out.
The there was always one, like fucking Reggie and those guys, Haywood's.
That
kid.
always got left
These
out.
guys were like, no, we don't want to
Always
fucking
showed
play
up
with
late.
you. Right.
That's right.
But they just didn't know how to play it right. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't know how to have fun with it.
Right.
Like
right.
I hated guys that would, if you're playing the game, so how's it go? What do we do? How
Right,
am I
yeah,
doing it? Am I
explain
doing it? Am I doing it? Like, no, man.
No.
Asking me is not doing it. Play the fucking game.
Just run.
Right. You mean run from here to there? Like, you gotta explain it all. It's not fun anymore, man. Like,
That's why you like the. That's why, and that's why sometimes you gravitated to like organized sports and stuff, like baseball, basketball,
yeah.
whatever, because you know the rules of the game. You know, or you should know the rules
You
of the
should
game
know the rules.
if you want to play.
Right.
You know.
But like going back to what started this statement is I just never was in a ring of people that taught me how to play spades.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't have it. Just didn't have the the
Right.
the setting to want to play it. You know what I'm saying? And it bothers me to this day
That you couldn't play spades. That you
that
didn't
I
know how to play
can't
spades?
now, and no one. And now it's at that point of adult learning is not easy.
Now you picking it up is just like it's not. Gonna
Well, I'm the guy now saying, "Do you move it here? You just do that, and then that's what it is." You
no,
know?
leave the cards alone.
Right. Then you go, fuck this space. You know.
What can you play?
Right. Spit or Crazy Eights.
Spit Crazy Eights.
Yeah.
Those are good. Those are
But
good
games, I think that's a great theme for this. I don't know how we come up with this stuff.
'Cause we
The
just talk.
fun is not in the box.
No, it's not.
No,
No, because there's no difference. Because you mentioned Crazy Eights. There's no difference between Crazy Eight and Uno. So you
Right.
don't have to buy a pack of Uno cards
right.
to play Uno. You could do
You
it with
just flip them, start
you
flipping
start
them.
flipping cards.
I have something here that I'm gonna play,
Got
but
big
keep
ass
talking. Huh?
That big ass.
I need. Look at your phone. You found the fucking 5
I
somewhere?
found
or 4?
whatever this is, a 4 or whatever.
4. I think that's a 4.
It's because I lost my my other phone died.
Okay, just dead.
Just died. Just like
done.
just I remember looking at it like on the way from the train station, looking at it, see, okay, 40
Really?
40%, put it in my pocket, got to work and nothing. Click, nothing, click, nothing. Okay, plug it back in, nothing.
Really?
Hook it up to iTunes, hook it up to, nothing.
So when you powered it in, nothing?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Blank stare.
So it's gone, blank stare. And for the most part,
Yeah.
it has been,
Pretty reliable.
yes. I mean, well, for the most part, the phone was reliable, but now it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like,
You like the
rejuvenating.
not,
Like
okay.
I like not.
being tethered.
I realize how many times I reach for my phone just to be distracted or entertained.
Yes.
Like how many times did I really need to make a phone call? How many times did I really need to communicate with somebody? When I went through and said, okay, I got to make sure that. Ooh, I love that sound.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite damn shows.
Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Yeah.
that's.
But you saw what it did?
Yes.
I was like, oh. So we're talking about the fun's not in the box, and I'm explaining to Ron like, I showed it to him on YouTube and whatever else. And just by the sound alone, you don't even have to say what it is. Everywhere from our era knows that
Right.
sound. And not that sound. That's
What
the
the hell's
new
that?
era.
That's what-
That's the door.
Oh, okay.
But the point I'm trying to make is that I had the doll, the Steve Austin. You look through the back of the eye. And
Right.
But when you watch it, you watch this motherfucker run down like slow motion.
Yeah.
And it's like, just imagine how much suspense you were in.
How much you created, right?
And it was it was like watching something in slow motion and.
Yep.
One punch, like it was
That's
amazing.
how powerful it was. That powerful, so powerful, we had to slow it down
Right.
so that you could enjoy it.
But in real time, it would not be fun if you just saw.
No, exactly. Yeah,
Get down.
it's like that
The drama
like
was-
that dude Quicksilver.
Yes.
The event, like when he does his.
Yes.
It's like, oh, all right.
The other guy is the fast guy. I like him better. The
Flash?
No, Flash too, but DC. I don't watch those. You watch those?
No,
DC.
I don't.
Ron watches those all the time. He
That's
loves them.
supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, he loves
It's
them.
supposed
But
to
the
be
one,
pretty
the guy from X-Men.
Quicksilver.
Yes, that's
Yes.
the one you're talking about.
They're actually
Yeah.
the same character.
The one from Marvel.
The one in the Avengers
Yes.
and the one it's actually the same character.
But is he a twin? Is he a sister? Is he? Wasn't that what you call it? The sister?
The Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
is his sister.
Yeah. I know.
I get
not
this
asking
mixed up.
to explain it.
Who
but
knows? This is when we need to do like Kev Calendar because he
Yes.
knows all. The
We
shit.
do need him back because now that Endgame has happened.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I have not seen it. Plan on seeing it. Good. Good shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Good of all good. Like
Okay.
a great. I mean, tons of questions, tons of it. Now, was it spoiled for you already?
No.
So far. Okay.
No.
Good.
No.
Good. One thing, the greatest part of this all is that the hashtag no spoiling Endgame
Mm-hmm.
thing has been amazing.
Because nobody's done it.
No one's spoiling it. And
Good.
I'm truly amazed. Now, I did unfortunately watch it on my phone at one point, kind of like because
You watched the movie on your phone?
yeah,
How'd you do that?
I have a guy. I have a guy. But the fun's not in the box.
Was it a decent? Was it a decent? Thing?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
But then I stopped. I was like, no, it's not worthy. Not
You
worthy.
gotta be legit about it.
So we went for our anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
We did dinner at George Martin Steakhouse. Which was
Ooh.
awesome. You have been?
Yeah, George Martin's a good
Love
steakhouse.
George.
Good steakhouse.
Oh man! But we had a quiet dinner for our anniversary. Nothing crazy. Just
Right.
me and the wife. And then we were gonna go see Intruder. To kind
Okay.
of just play the night out. But it's been fucking cold. Like it's just been like
It's the weather's been kind of like
not fun.
civil. It's like
Yeah.
like make up your fucking mind.
yeah,
What you
like I
gonna do?
want to fucking hang out and do shit.
I want to exactly. Do
You
I
know,
do
it's
shit?
like-
Do I take a jacket? What do I do?
Right. And then it's like, just go home. Just go home. You want to go home? Yeah, we'll go home.
George Martin's nice. I like George. The reason why I like George Martin is that you can actually you could do it both ways. Like you can go big baller at George Martin, or you can do it on the cheap
Yes.
and still
Yes.
have a good and still
Well,
have
this
a
is
good time.
this is hence well we
Yeah.
had a price fixed menu.
Yeah.
$30, 3-course meal.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, and we didn't have to go crazy and spend a gazillion.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
You at George Martin Steakhouse
Yeah.
and have a great time. But but you can also do that on the cheap.
I've been there with the first time I was ever there, I was with a client. And he was like, "Oh, dude, you're out in Long Island. I'll come to you." I was like, "Great. I don't want to go to the fucking city. Like anytime I could avoid the city now is like a bonus." Like,
I know. Don't you see yourself doing that?
Oh, I
As you've
love
gotten
it.
older.
I
Like it's
just
like
don't-
I don't want to do that.
So our new client, he's right here in Lake Success, and I'm like, dope,
Oh, go around the corner.
dope. I'm not coming into Manhattan. I'm gonna hang with the client all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, great. I'm gonna see this guy. So yeah, that's. But yes, hashtag and don't spoil. I think it's called Don't Spoil
Don't Spoil
Endgame.
It.
Has been. I must say, I am amazed that people are not spoiling it. Meaning on social media
Right.
with the memes and
Right.
all the other stuff. But it definitely was worthy of the 3-hour window.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think next
So
weekend.
enjoy it when you go.
I think next
I mean-
weekend is going to be. We were going to do it this weekend. But
Did
this
you
is
Captain
like
Marvel?
Hmm?
Did you see Captain Marvel?
No. Do I have to?
You should,
Okay.
only because sequentially it makes sense, or else.
To understand who Captain Marvel is.
Yeah, because she shows in this one,
Right.
and then she has an integral part in it.
Mhm.
So in order to do that, we went back and watched Captain Marvel.
Okay.
To see how that whole
can't
thing
keep up
panned
with all
out.
this shit.
I know
just-
it is a world. It is its own.
Somebody came up with. I think you were pointing this out. Somebody came up with what the sequence is. Like if you
I-
want to catch up,
I googled it. Yeah.
like this is the sequence that you need
Yes.
to watch these movies in, so
Yep.
that you have a complete understanding as to what's going on.
To all 21 of them.
Right.
And this was 22. So it shows you a thing of all 20. Now, there's a theater in LA,
That's doing all of them.
all of them, and you get a package. It's like $150. And you get a
Perfect
text.
sense.
You get a text, you have to report back, and they make it a game quest, and you find
okay.
clues, and you email back, and they say now you can proceed to
That's nice.
theater 2. You know,
That's
you're
great.
the next one. So that's again direction for making things interactive where
Right.
people can use their brain and really get involved is amazing.
That's great.
Because you have to do it now.
Yeah, right. You have to.
There's no more just sitting there watching.
Yeah, right, exactly, right. If
The fuck was this?
your niche into it is how do you take how do you bring them in here, and you gotta if you're not willing to use this thing, then you're gonna be.
Well, it's
gonna
just
be out.
yeah, you're right. It's a good way to capitalize on it and just
Yeah.
really make it something that people can enjoy and use. I mean, go. You know how many people have phones now and can't use any of the other
anything.
They can't do
They
anything.
can't do like 75% of what
No.
what the phone's capable of doing.
Right. How much is this? Like you just said earlier, how many times you do your thing. The new ones have this thing called screen time on it now.
Yes.
Which shows how much it is.
Yeah, I had
it
it on
blows
there.
you away.
Yeah.
So I'm like 6 hours.
No,
What?
exactly.
6 hours?
Like
you
25% being productive. Everything else is bullshit. It's like 25% of actual productivity. 25% of stuff that you needed to get done, or that you know made you a
Yeah.
better person, or
Yeah.
made you a better employee, or whatever the fuck it was. Like that's 25%.
But that's fucking.
All that other thing is just you just like not knowing what to do, or looking at
Yeah.
pics or
Right.
whatever, or
No, but even like I find myself like you just said it, picking it up. I don't need this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What am I looking for?
Look, it was amazing. Like when I realized that I didn't have the phone, wasn't gonna be able to use the phone. My wife dug up this older phone. She said, "Well, maybe you can use
Yeah.
this." I plugged my SIM card in. Okay, so fine. I had a phone because I needed a phone for work.
Yes.
Put in a few numbers, and then I realized, man, how many numbers do I need?
No,
No, people at work, your number, my wife, my kids.
You know my number by heart?
Not by heart.
Oh,
no, but I was able to
Oh,
get
oh,
it.
oh, you mean that you?
Well, numbers that I made sure that I had.
I see.
Made sure
You
that
had it back
numbers
then.
that I made sure that I had available to me. And then I started thinking, I'm saying, well, who else? I said, no, that's about it. I don't
Nope.
need to do all this other stuff.
3,000 phone? Nope. Don't
No,
need them.
don't. Yeah, exactly. All those other like 800 numbers I had.
And
So
my
now-
problem is like that. I have a huge contact and,
Yeah.
and thing from work and mix and then
Well, probably from work, what happens is you get a contact from somebody, and then you put them in
yeah.
so that in the brief amount of time that you have to do business with them, if they send you a text or an
Yeah.
email or whatever, you know who that person is. But then when business is done, that's just like who the fuck is Gary so and so?
I struggle with this all day long at work and
Mm-hmm.
these my contacts is in the 5,000 some odd range of business pleasure, some, and I try to do Fridays,
Purging.
purge, yeah,
Mhm.
like nope, he's not there anymore, he's not there, and try to update the CRM is what the term is, customer relationship management,
Ah.
which is CRM business like Salesforce, HubSpot or something like that, and Today and all these new apps. They're all capitalizing on the CRM market, which has always existed.
It's always existed.
But now it's manage your CRM. Oh, you mean like Outlook? Like fucking
Pretty much.
contact. I mean, yes, that's all it is. So I happen to use my Outlook very well. Like I use it for what it's. I use all the features in
Everything,
Outlook.
all the features are not.
Yeah, because it allows you to do that. And the one thing that I don't like that it has, I sent in my thing. I was like, guys, if you just added this one thing, this would be amazing. And I can't say it on the show because I'm hoping to. It's a developer section.
Gotcha.
Like you add in,
Right.
I'm a business, so this will be great for me. And if it works, I want
If
my
it works,
royalties.
right.
Yeah, I want
I want my check.
Yes, because it's a fucking fabulous idea. So, you boys in the cloud, call your boys full of fucking ideas. That was a takeoff, Brad.
I was listening to who was it? Gary Vaynerchuk. Every once in a while, if you're ever low on energy, just watch a Gary Vaynerchuk video.
Yeah,
And
I'm getting a little
just-
tired of fucking Gary. Right now.
He can be a bit much.
If you're good,
He
then you
can-
have it.
he can
then
be-
do it.
He can't be.
Okay.
But somebody asked him a
I'm
question.
happy for you.
Somebody asked him a question and said, "Hey," he says, "I got like about 8, 9, great ideas, but I just don't know which one to start." And he said, "What the fuck does it matter which one that you start off with?
They're all great, right?
If they're all great, then pick one,
Right.
do it for 18 months, and then move on to the next one. If they're all great, what do you need? Why do you want somebody else to tell you that this is it? That's what you want. You want some sort of like a pat on the back.
Go
that
ahead
this
and
is-
do
right.
it.
So just fucking do it.
You want Moses. You want
That's right.
Like Moses would not have walked through if
If he was waiting for a bunch of people to go tell him, "Nah, go, man, go. That's you. That's God telling you to do that shit." That's
It's so amazing. It is amazing. Self-starting and motivation is not easy to do.
No, it's not.
People are very I think this case now
Shank it in.
ring the bell. People are not great initiators of contact. Like they just can't put that one step forward.
You can get stuck. Yeah.
It's very hard to do.
Yeah.
And then you get, it's really character, right? I mean, I'm assuming like if you're shy, you'll stay shy. You know what I mean? If you're
it could be, but I think it's also it's that fear of failure. I think it's that fear of rejection. I think none of us like it when, like, if we think we have a great idea and we bring it up to everybody else and everybody else thinks it's a shitty idea. It's kind of like you start to feel a little bit. You feel a little bit bad, and so the question becomes, okay, well, if you think it's a great idea, then go ahead and do it. But what you didn't want is everybody else's. You wanted everybody else's approval. That's what half of fucking social media is. Validation. Half of social media is everybody else's validation.
Validate
your life is not those fucking pictures. Otherwise, the question would be, well, how do you fucking even exist? I mean, everybody isn't, a party all the time, or you're in a bathing suit and shit. I mean, that's not people's lives.
Right.
Maybe 25% of your life could be attained to social media. Everybody else has, like, we got shit to deal with.
Yeah.
And if you don't put the shit out, you don't put, like, I didn't post any pictures of me struggling with my fucking kid at 11:30 at night trying to get this little motherfucker to go to sleep.
I had to tell somebody, like, consider taking that down, man. And I didn't do it to be mean or whatever else, but there was some things that needed to be said, and that we need more of that. You need more. I don't want to say the word censorship, but you need some more people saying, dude, that was fucking dumb of you.
Well,
like,
people who are more around you who are more genuine.
Yes, well, that's what I mean.
Like
not the yes men mentality of,
Yeah.
oh, that was funny, kid. You saw he slapped her, and we don't need that. But speaking of,
but that's good that you told. I'm assuming it's a friend. I'm assuming it's
very
a friend
dear friend
put something up and you said, hey, think twice about that.
Yeah, well, that was exact words. I said you might want to think twice about it, or just look at it yourself and go,
right?
Is that cool? Like, why? Where's the value in it?
I find myself doing that when I was posting, since I don't post anymore. But I sometimes you see something and you have a knee jerk response.
Yes.
To want to say something.
Oh,
and then you
myself up.
and then you stop and then you
yeah.
Nah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. For one thing, sometimes that knee jerk reaction doesn't give you a complete thought.
Right.
You don't allow yourself the time to think through
100%.
the rational process you go through.
That happens a lot when you just, like you said, knee jerk reaction. And you're really just trying to respond, but then that backspace, I just
no, maybe
I
not.
just backspace it all.
Maybe
I really just backspace it all.
That's
because,
good, man. That's good that your friend has somebody like that who would do that. Who would say that? That's fortunately or unfortunately what we don't have enough of. Yeah.
But what I was saying, segueing into that, was there is an idea being tossed around between the two giants, Facebook, or three of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, of removing the likes, the visual side.
Oh, okay.
You can see it yourself.
Yeah.
But removing the public display of likes would change the fucking game.
I think it would.
It would be amazing.
I think it would. Likes are attributed to a dopamine. Right? It's been proven that likes are the same. Like there's an addiction to it.
But so look at this. The likes will still be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll still get your dopamine. You'll still get your dosage of likes, but you won't get the dopamine from likes that people saw was liked. Some people get off on knowing that other people liked
it, and that's yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, why not just remove all that to begin with?
Okay,
remove like the whole.
Well, but then it's over.
Whole thing.
But then it's over. Then it doesn't work anymore. The system, it's not just posting it. Feedback is.
Well, you could still make comments on it. You could still comment on it.
True.
And
okay.
if you had a particular opinion, you can still leave your particular opinion. But just that little click and stuff, because some people get a little fucking ridiculous with the damn likes. In that You know,
they won't answer the door.
then I asked him, you need to go get her?
No,
You-
they can. These people act like the doorbell rings and they go, huh?
This is where AI steps in and you tell the robot to open
But
the
then
door.
they tell me they didn't hear it, you know. So, but yeah, the dopamine, you are true. The dopamine rush that happens is phenomenon now
Yeah.
that is changing people's lives. That's, you know, kids are killing themselves.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Kids are going through this, you know, bullying and.
I think girls are getting it the worst. I think girls are getting the
Yeah.
rougher end of that deal because I don't know for guys, bullying is kind of like a part of being a guy.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you know that's almost part of friendship.
Yeah.
You know, said look, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks, you fat motherfucker. What,
Right.
you been eating like Oreo and mayonnaise sandwiches or something? You know that type. You know, that's almost part and parcel of being a guy.
True.
And if it came to confrontation. Like part of being a guy is the willingness to confront somebody that
Right.
did this whatever. I think
Fuck you say about my mother?
exactly. Exactly. You know,
Oh man, I was saying she's a cool motherfucker.
women tend to attack like your reputation,
Oh man.
and like will
Go
have no problem doing it like
They go for
you
it
know
all.
behind your back and smiling. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't make your party. I wouldn't go to her fucking party if you gave me $1 million. That type of thing.
So they narrate their own responses. Like,
Yeah, and yeah, I think it's as far as social media being a crux to your mental health. I think girls tend to get the rough end of that. You know, because there's a thing about wanting to be accepted, and then when you're not accepted and rejected, and then you know your reputation gets crushed and stuff like that. I think girls tend to get the worst end of it.
Yeah, it's true.
She's gonna be soaking out there if it's still it's still raining.
I just don't understand. I really don't understand.
Tell her to break the door down.
If it was FedEx, they'd oh, he's here. Oh, guys. Hey, you made it in, huh?
Yes, I was standing out there for a couple minutes.
These people won't open the door for you,
No,
huh?
that's fine.
The robot isn't working.
Watch the tripod.
Robot isn't working.
Our intern has just arrived.
Aisha, you were the girl that
We're gonna dock your pay.
Oh, I didn't realize you moved the couch in here.
I did. This was originally the guest bedroom, which
Right.
we turned into Two Bros
Right.
Podcast Studio. And when our friend Larry Campbell was here and his wife, they stayed, and I
Mm-hmm.
said, all right, now let me fucking put it in here. Because it fits
Right.
well. It fits
you're
very
right,
well.
you're right.
It doesn't have any, right? They're not cramped in the corner or
No.
anything else. And it's a pull-out couch.
No.
So,
She got room to lounge.
yes.
That's
this
right.
does make for a very comfortable...
Nice comfortable thing. She can
yeah,
pull up,
this
she
is
can-
the crash house.
She can put
you
her
know,
ashy
this-
feet up on
No,
the
look at the
top of the
ashy
thing.
feet,
You
no.
can't help but not see them.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Were you playing with powder? You were making pancakes?
Just ran it
Making
out.
pancakes.
Basically, ran out in my lounge clothes.
Wow.
Good thing I have like
That's
jeans
funny.
and stuff already in the car.
Wow.
making-
Luckily, you did.
You making? That's a good. I gotta remember that
I'm
one.
making pancakes.
That's a bad.
Well, welcome back, Aisha.
Hi.
Hey, KK.
Hey.
KJ. How was your video shoot and your you went on tour.
You went to-
you went to Atlanta.
I went to Atlanta.
Yes.
I need to break.
Let me stop. You went to Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah, most people say Atlanta, but they really mean Georgia.
That is true.
You didn't
They
go to
don't-
Atlanta?
I did go
Oh,
eventually.
eventually. But the goal wasn't to go to Atlanta.
Just take a break.
Okay.
Road trip. Went on a road trip. Drove down there.
Mm.
Took us a whole day going down, but like a couple hours, 16 hours.
That's a nice drive.
It
It
is.
was a nice drive. Just needed a break.
I haven't done that in a while.
Road trip.
That long. I used to do Georgia a lot. Back in the days, it was a lot of fun.
We're
90s.
thinking, me and the wife are thinking about doing that. Thinking about going down the East Coast
Mm.
and just hitting all like the coastal cities,
Yeah.
like Savannah, Charleston, and stuff on our way to
Even like Ocean
on
City.
our way to
you hit
Florida.
Maryland.
Yeah,
you
hitting
know.
Maryland, Ocean City.
But by the way, how was your vacation? Your little trip? Wow. That doesn't sound like a
it
lot
was
of-
good to be away,
Okay.
but it was ultimately
Is someone knocking? Or was that you doing that?
a bad decision.
A bad decision.
Yes,
No.
because
Weather
No.
or logistics?
Logistics.
Logistics. Logistics usually kick in. I'm
Because-
sure with baby and
exactly
So-
that's what it was. Because when
Okay.
you are on a vacation with your 8-month-old, who's now 9 months old,
Aw.
the only thing you're doing is making sure that kid's okay.
right.
So you're really not enjoying the vacation. Like you enjoy it like in bits and pieces and here and there
Yeah.
and stuff.
That is tough.
And then because of the arrangements, the baby's in your room with you.
yes.
Which is is not an issue, but usually what happens is baby has a problem. One parent gets up, takes care of the baby, lets other parent go to sleep. Well, because the kid's in there with both of us, nobody's sleeping.
Nobody's sleeping.
So and now that the kid sees that both parents are here, the kid's like, well, why the fuck should I go to sleep?
You guys are up
I
playing
can
with-
hang out with you guys.
Right.
And so it became this he had a hard time getting to sleep. And so because he had a hard time getting to sleep, and even though the wife would be up trying to take care of him, I couldn't go to sleep because of it, and vice versa and stuff. And so it just became this little tag thing that was going on, and just
Yeah.
it just
Quite
ultimate
fun.
grateful,
Where'd you go?
great time. It was a
Is
cruise.
this a
Ended up
secret or
going
something?
to Bermuda.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Bermuda.
Yeah.
Bermuda's fantastic.
Bermuda's nice, but you got to get away from it. It's
Not the town, the beach. Just.
well, yeah, but you got to get there.
Yeah.
You got to get there, and that was and because you had the baby, there was the logistics of doing that. So
Did
so
you have to wait at that corral where the cabs take you back
Yeah.
to the thing, and it's like,
yeah,
it's this?
yeah,
Is there one coming?
yeah,
And there's only one line for the cabs?
right.
Yeah, I know it very
Right.
well. Yeah.
And then I almost got hit because I forget this is English colony, so everybody drives on the other side of the road.
Ouch. Oh, you
Yeah.
stepped out and went.
Just one of those things where like I don't see any cars coming, but they're coming that way.
You're right. You're looking this way. Hey. Oh, I had that problem a lot in London. It was just
Yeah.
look the wrong way. And it says it on the floor.
Oh, it
says,
tells
look-
you?
It says look that
Look
way.
the other way.
Yeah, I mean, it tells you the correct way to look. Like, and I'm constantly looking this way, and the side, just like we have the yellow lines. They say look to your right, and oh, shit. But my instinct still made me look left. Like,
I can't remember if anybody else in Europe drives on that. Did they in Italy? They don't drive on that side of the road.
yes,
They drive on the left.
I don't know that. Maybe
I don't think so.
in terms with
But
Google
yeah,
stuff.
I'm on Google stuff. I'm gonna Google my manager right
In,
now.
Spa- in
Do you?
Spain, I know in Spain they don't. In Spain they drive on the right side of the road.
Yeah,
They drive on the right side of the road in Spain. I
well-
remember when I went to Greece, they drove on the right side of the road.
uh-huh.
I think England might be the only place that drives on the left side.
So when I was with James,
Mhm.
shout out James. He had a baby as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, James had a baby.
How long ago?
Around the same time you and
Really?
Mouse, yes. His name is Jackson Hottinger.
Jackson.
Spelled Jaxion.
Jackson.
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 Jason.
Jackson.
We debated Jason or Jackson.
Okay.
James, yeah, tell us what this is. I didn't speak to him. I talked.
Yeah.
Text talk.
Communicated.
Communicated. Right word.
Sent digital.
Sent digital delays and relays. But yes, oddly enough, their car is now. This is the difference. They drive on the left side,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but his vehicle is like ours. The seat is on.
The
he's
seat is
on
on
the
the-
left side.
okay.
Well, like us,
Mhm.
and the passengers on the right hand side. Freaks me out. You go to St. Thomas, okay, they drive on the left side, and the thing
The
is
steering's on the right side.
yes,
Mhm.
that's the one that fucks me up.
Yeah.
Jamaica was like that, I think, too. It was weird. No, it wasn't.
No,
It was-
not in Jamaica.
Jamaica was on the left side. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, all those things are strange to people who not from there, which
Right.
I
Right.
clearly say is you do this shit just to pinpoint out. Just
that-
give me the tourist sign.
Just you're doing shit differently.
Right.
This
You having a hard time there, Googler?
I know
yeah.
exactly.
I know. It's just
Appreciate that.
inferences.
Sorry. Thanks for coming.
Oh, well, just want to hang out.
Yes.
So did you have fun in
I did.
Georgia?
Wonderful.
I did have fun. I haven't had a break since 2014.
Now explain a break. What do you mean by a break?
Break, like a week away of not working.
Mhm.
No place to report to.
No place to be.
No
Right,
place to
but
punch
actually,
in.
no, I take that back. I did work. I had to work because I.
In Georgia?
Dun, dun, dun.
But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad because I left one job and I started another one. And she wanted me to kind of work while I was away. And
So
she
you
was on
whistle
vacation
while you
too. So
work.
I was like, oh, okay, well, So there's a new client. So I said, okay, fine, I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like the entire day.
Yes.
So I can't complain too much.
Indeed.
As we move forward, that's going to be the norm.
Right.
Like, there's not going to be a place where you need to be.
Yes.
There's just going to be stuff for you to do, and there should be no reason why you are not able to do it from any particular location. You know, you don't need to like be anywhere. You don't need to like be in a physical.
We argue this
spot.
all the time, you know, about working from home and you know these with the surgence of all the WeWorks and workplace days and you know, which are great concepts. You know, community work is the future of independent business,
right?
You know, and you'll start to see now even here in this couple coming up in JFK area. Because the area is turning to shit from just hotels. It's not enough. Can't sustain the marketplace, and there's not enough to do to be in the JFK area. So you have all this commercial park area. You know, the casino's even not enough. You know, having you know, traffic coming to and from, it's not enough.
Yeah.
So you need other ways, and the best way to do it is give the people office space. You know, and you know, office commercial real estate is widely overpriced.
Yes.
If you look at the numbers, you can't have a business and pay the rent. Like,
right.
Like, how am I supposed to fucking, you know, start this business and do what I got to do?
I got to give you $20,000 every month for it.
So unless you had, like, for 15 years, you know, I had a partner that gave me an office, you know. So when I ran my business in the city, it was all about just, I don't have to pay for none of this shit. And people like, whoa, look at this fucking place.
Keep the light on. I could run the water any goddamn time.
It was great because I had a nice. You're right.
That's right.
But you when he sold the company and was like, dude, we're done. Like we're out. And I'm like, wait, what? And I got to go out into the office, you know, and look for office space and damn, like this shit is expensive. Really broke my fucking heart, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, damn, I can't do it for the price.
Right.
The way I was succeeding in the market was I was able to lower my prices.
Right.
As a consultant in the hospitality, I was able to lower my prices, and people were like, "Wow, how could you do it for so less?" Because I'm not paying.
Because I'm not paying rent. Right.
And I gave the money went to the employees. I paid people for doing things, not to fucking sit in an office.
Yeah.
Which is the stupidest thing ever. Like, we need to be in Manhattan.
Well, those two things are changing. The sort of the direct to, the direct to your consumer, ideal, and how much I just finished Andrew Yang's book.
Oh.
What did he say?
What's the name of the book? Was
Death of the Working Class?
Really?
Or something. Oh no, the war against normal people. War against normal people. In which he basically says how the average person is getting chopped out because of artificial intelligence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he sort of chronicles how much artificial intelligence can actually do, and how many jobs that we actually think are going to be safe are not necessarily safe. One of the things he points out is attorneys. When you look at the work that attorneys do, roughly 80% of what attorneys do is rote stuff. Is looking up research, is comparing case files, is documenting certain
the past.
Documenting a lot of the past stuff. All of that stuff can be done through artificial intelligence. The whole idea of you being a creative attorney and setting up your case, that's all outside of it.
Yeah.
All the other prep and stuff that goes in, if you feed the right data into the right software, you get the results that you need. And so,
are you talking to her or are you talking to them?
Well, I'm trying to talk to everybody. trying to talk to everybody.
Talk to these people.
You can get the results that you need. And so you don't need a team of associate lawyers looking up all the case files.
Yeah.
You plug it in.
I agree.
It puts everything there.
Fucking badass.
Boom, read it. Sorry. And then you come up with your strategy for it.
So you render the people helpless. Well, this is true. I mean, my tax guy, you know, for years he's Pakistani. You know, he always tells you like, if people just read the program. I mean, he buys the tax.
Yeah.
He uses the tax software. And once you decode, meaning the language, right? It's like put this. All he's doing is he's checking boxes.
Yeah.
So it's all he's doing. He's not doing anything special, fantastic, or whatever. But he's following the rules.
Right.
So did we say that earlier? Like if you follow the rules, you can play the game.
You should be fine. Yeah. Yeah.
And remember, the fun's not in the box.
No, it's not in the box. Well, but the certain jobs shouldn't be, fun. Like you don't want a creative tax guy. you don't want the guy that does your taxes to be creative. says, no, I kind of want you to follow the rules here so that, 3 years down the line, say, hey, that creative tax guy means you owe me another $35,000.
Well, there's a consequence for creativity there. That for sure is not fun. It does not fall in line with
Right.
Fun. When you
Exactly.
say fun,
Exactly.
What happened?
What's wrong?
He's kicking.
Yeah, watch your foot.
What did I do?
You're kicking tripod.
Oh, what's? Oh, thank you. Sorry.
It was shaking.
Yeah, you put. I got pancake.
Now you got pancake
I
powder
got
on you.
pancake powder on me now. Yes.
Creative tax guy. So AI. I mean, is that really AI or is it just? I mean, I'm confused with the obsessive use of AI as opposed to, like, it's not really artificial. Someone's programming. Someone.
Well, it's getting programmed, yeah,
Right.
but artificial, as in a human being, is not doing it.
Okay, that
It's not going through the process.
But it's not. I mean, my understanding, and I'm probably not, no authority. I mean, not just freestyle in my head. Artificial intelligence means that it was created by an artificial intelligence. Like,
Well, there is some AI that that has been created by other AI, but yes, ultimately it gets created and programmed by people, by human beings.
right? Because like, okay,
But we're talking about the job market, so we're talking about
Right,
somebody
okay, yes,
doing that job. Like, I mean, look, when you go to, well, I think all the airports now they have kiosks if you want to get some food.
Yeah.
Which used to be like a bunch of
Fucking
people.
hate
You
those
taking your order, but you sit up there, you boop 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 boop.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the back that puts it together, and
So is that AI? You calling? I mean, would you call that AI?
I would say
a form of it.
a form of AI because it has replaced somebody's job.
I see.
Somebody now does not have that job.
Yeah.
And everybody's pushed to get $15 an hour and stuff.
Yeah.
That basically means that companies are going to invest in that form of AI more. It almost happened at Starbucks.
Really? How?
The program that they have in which you can order your drink
Yeah.
online
Yeah.
in the app. It has at the final attachment to it the connection to an actual machine that makes the drink.
Oh. Fuck.
And has the drink waiting for you either when you come in or when you go through your drive-through and stuff like that.
You okay there? You freaking out?
No, I'm looking at things.
All right,
Sorry.
okay.
Starbucks had to ultimately write an agreement to say,
Yeah.
we're not going to use this portion of this program,
Fuck that.
and people will not lose their jobs because once that started rolling out, people were going, whoa, wait a minute, that means I don't have a job. So
Yeah, but that means people should not go to Starbucks. Like, there should be the equal reform. I mean, there should be the amount of people that say, no, we want human coffee.
you know
like
how
robot.
you know how much business that has brought Starbucks in?
I agree. I think it's I mean, don't get me
know.
wrong. It's part of the business culture. Like, create a widget,
Right.
Find a way to get a
Right.
market. We talked about this. Even just finding a niche of
Yeah.
market space that allows you to capitalize on it. I get it. The
Right.
Hallmark version of it.
The author of Andrew Yang, the author of the book that I was just talking about, he talks about when he was in I think when he was visiting a friend in California,
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple of stores that are completely app designed.
Yeah.
There's only a couple people in there making sure the machine's doing what the fuck the machine's supposed to be doing.
Text. Right.
He goes into the app, orders his coffee, shows up, his coffee's sitting right there. He
Yeah.
picks it up and leaves. And that's it.
Yeah, there's a flip side to this world that and I think the excitement of having that at your fingertips, at your touch, is great. But I don't think we're looking through the forest. And
Well, yeah, because
Right, we're
now because what you have is now you have batches of people now who don't have jobs,
correct.
and batches of people, and unfortunately most of them are men. Most of them are men that don't have
okay.
that are not college educated.
Right.
And even now, it's creeping into the realm of men who are college educated.
Yes.
But now they can't get jobs, and so what used to be a stalwart of, okay, well, I'll be an assistant manager at a Starbucks for a while until things turn out for me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Starbucks doesn't need you.
It's
now.
true.
So-
Yes, you are. Okay, so that now I agree that is a form of the AI portion of it. If that's what you're saying, that anything that takes away a job or a role or something that you don't need. I mean, I think of it as the driverless car and all the higher end stuff.
Well, yeah, that's,
but I see what you're saying.
That's an extension to it. But it goes into that too. It goes into, there's some companies that have fleets of driverless trucks.
Yeah.
And they'll have and I think he talked about one company that has they have a fleet of trucks and they just have one lead truck, which is a person. So they'll have 3 trucks on the road, but the first truck will be a person. And the reason why you have it as a person is because the person controls the speed and it creates the drag.
Oh, it keeps the
it keeps an evenly spaced drag distance, and so what ends up happening is you tend not to use as much fuel.
Yeah.
So even in that regard, you're saving money on fuel. You're saving money on repairs. And if something goes wrong with one of the trucks, the driver can say, okay, he can stop he can stop it, then go back and see what's wrong with truck number 3, fix it, and then get back on the road and go and do it again.
Wow, strange place we're heading to.
We're getting there, man.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of it. I think people just are not embracing the opportunity to learn the tech side, learn the mechanical side, learn these trade schools we talked about before. Like, I mean, maybe they exist. We're just not in the market of looking for them.
Right.
I often make that mistake of saying you don't see it because I'm not looking for it. I'm not in the market.
I'm not looking for it.
For
Right.
DeVry or one of those Apex Technicals. I mean,
Right.
those commercials we grew up. I mean, I saw them every day, and
Apex Tech.
no one ever went.
Yeah.
That I know. I mean, I did know one guy that went to DeVry, and I was like, "That's real? Fucking DeVry?
It's an actual place?
It's a real place." He was like, "Yeah, right there." But technical competencies are in drought. In short, people of just being competent of knowing how to do shit, knowing how to facilitate things.
You can, yeah.
Depending on the circle you hang in and who's around. But so the trip was fun.
Trip was fun, and it was it was my wife's dad, he wanted to take everybody on vacation and stuff, and I absolutely grateful, and yes, it was a good time. Anytime a good break. Anytime you're on a cruise, you realize how much. That's another thing that I realized. Yeah. You realize how much food people eat, and
Windjammer.
You just start to look at everybody else's plate, and you just go, "You are some disgusting motherfuckers."
Yeah, you act like it's not going there.
Exactly. You act like somebody's gonna take it from you if you don't stack your plate this freaking high. You can go again. You can go to the damn line again.
I used to be guilty of the same until I learned that it's more fun and more variety to take smaller portions. Chop, chop, chop. That was good. Next. Mm-hmm. Oh, Asian. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom, 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 boom. And you get to enjoy a lot more instead of stacking.
You get to enjoy a lot more, and you probably eat less. And I think I did it again. Sorry, guys.
But I used to make a smorgasbord, and then none of it was fun anymore. I was just slopping. I was like,
and then you get that.
Right. Where's that Asian sauce that I'm tasting?
Exactly.
You mixing genres and shit, and now all of a sudden you got
that's right
Italian with
soy
sauce,
chop suey and bolognese sauce.
You fucked it up. I do that all the time. But on the AI, did your cruise have a robot drink? Did it have one?
A robot drink? Yes, it did.
Uh-huh.
It had what's it called? What's it called? No, I didn't. But I watched
arm.
it.
It was an arm, right?
Yes, I watched it. It was interesting. It's interesting because they had it set up. It's a
you put your card on the table.
Well, they give you an iPad. They give you an iPad. You stick your iPad into the portal, whatever it is. You place your order.
Yeah.
And then when you want to go pick up your order, you take your card and then you swipe your card at a particular slot, and then you see the arm grab all the drinks, put the amount of drinks, and put it in. And the people who were there said, "Yeah, the drinks came out. They came out."
Yeah, I've had one from on the cruise. I have the beverage package, so I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to a robot bar and whatever else." And I think just for the fanfare of it, to see it happen and
see this
do
mechanical
it,
arm.
it's like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm a little creeped out from the ones like on the what's that show? There was a movie where they had a robot bartender.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not ready for. I don't think we're ready for that.
For the robot bartender.
Yeah, like a real mechanical, but it looks human. A humanoid.
I don't want anything looking human.
That's what I'm saying. This little arm is like, okay, you can deal with that.
Right.
But if this fucking thing looks human, it'd freak you out. I think it would.
It would.
I'd be freaked out.
I don't know how. I mean, I guess that would. I guess in certain environments that would be okay.
I think
You
it's
know.
amusement park ride. It's a one-time thing. You just say,
Thank
yeah,
you. You
yeah.
kind of put that. You kind of put that in perspective.
Yeah.
Yes, an amusement park. It's
Yeah.
cute.
It's cute.
It's cute. But I think if you want to go out to drink, you wouldn't find yourself at a robot arm bar.
Right. Right.
You know, I just because part of
But it's not fast enough for number one.
no, yeah, true. It's not fast enough. It's not attentive enough.
Right.
You know, because it's great to be at a bar where you're sitting and your glass is almost empty, and that bartender comes over and
Yep.
refill. Don't even ask you any questions.
Yeah, top up.
Just tops you up. So what, another one? You good?
Right.
You want another one? And just that quick little eye contact they give you, and you go.
Yeah. It's a head nod.
You know, that's one other thing. You can't get that from you're throwing shit at the damn arm of the
Yeah.
machine. Why won't he pay attention to me?
Yeah.
No, you got to.
No conversation is going to happen with a robo bar. We did something similar to this at the Yotel. We put not we, but they designed an arm to take your luggage. So instead of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they put it. There's a big wall. You can see it on 42nd Street. It's on right by Rudy's.
Okay.
Yotel. It's a big wall, and it has 50 some odd boxes on it. And the arm, you put your thing, you swipe your card, you put it in the box like a airline size. You stick it in the box. It picks it out, put in the cab, and put it in slot D54. When you come, you swipe back. You take your bag out of D54, gives it back to you. Like when you want
Right.
to just store your luggage.
Right.
And it's an amusement park. It's people. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chinese love this thing. Oh, looky, oh yeah. Was that bad? Why did you guys make that face?
I love it because the little bit of racism we put in here is great.
Just
It's
enough
great. It's
to-
just enough.
Yeah, just enough to
Let
rant
you know we're
there.
we're American.
We
just
are.
hey, listen.
We are.
And we're half Asian, so fuck y'all.
Exactly.
That's right. You can't say that about Asians. No, I'm Asian. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
Can't drive for shit. But today, as I'm driving here, as I'm coming here, I'm driving here, and I just every once in a while you get behind the slow driver.
Yeah.
You get behind the person that's just like they're taking their time.
That's me,
And then
though,
and then you
actually.
realize that you're trying to get over, but then everybody else behind you has realized this maybe like 30 seconds before you did.
Yeah.
And so they're all like shoom shoom.
Right, they figured him out already.
They figured that out and like,
Right.
oh fuck, so you can't get over. So I'm getting a little bit upset and sliding over. So I finally get over, and I say to myself, I don't want to look over there.
Yeah, don't look.
I don't want to look. Oh, I knew it!
Fuck you, look at. Are you look at me? So I
I
drive.
knew it! God damn it!
That's a racist.
God damn Asians.
Damn it. Damn it. I don't know what.
Oh, this is dope.
Yeah, that's it. It's a robotic arm at the Yotel.
That's dope. Well then, yeah, and then also,
But that took away a job. That
took
the
away a
guy's-
job.
that
Well
was
then,
guy's
the
job.
whole front office. Like, why do you need somebody
Every
to hand you a key to get in your hotel room?
So this hotel does feature that, and right behind this, if you stood that way and looked this way, there's 3 kiosks there, manless.
Yeah,
Plug in. They look like an ATM machine.
Plug in who I am. This is who I
You
am.
put your. It's like the kiosk at the airport. Same exact thing. You plug in, you put your name in, your reservation is there, your fucking key drops out.
Mhm.
You take the key and you walk
And you
upstairs.
on about your business.
Go about your business. Upstairs, there's fun. There's bars. There's action. There's
I-
communal stuff.
I
and-
think there's a hotel that opened up on 44th.
Keep going.
44th between 2nd and 3rd.
Okay, east side. That's what you're saying.
44th between 2nd and 3rd. That I think has no front office people, no front desk people, but it has two bars in it. Like the money they're spending on people have to do with you spending money in the bar.
Right,
Service in the bar.
Service. The one-on-one. I'm
Right.
attending to people. Yeah, that trend is happening faster than But so when this was going on, everybody was so reticent on it. Like, they're taking jobs. They're taking jobs. Well, go a little hard to fucking fix this thing.
Yeah.
Because it breaks down every fucking 10 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go be the guy that fixes that fucking thing and triple your salary and say, ha ha. Used to be a bellman.
Look, other companies
Now
were doing
program.
this. Have you ever been to the Budweiser plant
No.
in St. Louis?
No. How was that?
I went there a few years ago. This was when Superstorm Sandy hit.
Really?
Superstorm Sandy
Why
hit.
were
I was
you
in
at the Budweiser plant?
Well, I was in Missouri. I was visiting my son in Missouri.
Yeah, you are the Googler.
I was visiting my son in Missouri when he was going to the University of Missouri, and that's when Superstorm Sandy hit,
Yes.
and so I couldn't get back. And so
Yeah.
I couldn't get back, and so I ended up staying in the St. Louis area for about another 3 days.
Huh.
So I had nothing to do, so I said, "Oh shit, well, I never,
Yeah.
never like looked around St. Louis that much. Went, putzed around different places, found a
I
few
thought
nice."
this was in Milwaukee. I mean, but you're saying
No,
it's in St.
Budweiser.
Louis.
No, St.
Yeah.
Louis.
Yeah.
St. Louis, Missouri. And so I went to the Budweiser plant and went there on 2 separate occasions. This huge fucking thing, and there are no people in there.
Wow.
No people.
Huh.
You see everything running,
Right.
everything's running the way it's supposed to run and stuff, and then we had a tour guide, and they're telling us
Yeah.
all this stuff. And I finally asked, I said, "Hey, who's working here?" And they
It's amazing.
said, pretty much everything is automated.
Wow.
You have a couple of techs making sure that the machines are going.
Is that right?
Machines
Like
are going
show-
well. Every once in a while, somebody will come and test like their this particular batch and make sure this is tastes the way it's supposed to taste and all that stuff like that. But there are no people there.
That's a good job.
Here you go.
Look at him. That's
Yeah,
exactly what
that's
he's
what he's
fucking doing.
That's what he's doing.
Exactly what he's doing.
Dude just drinks beer all day long.
That's a good job.
You know.
Very hoppy.
When we
But-
finally get to the we got to get to the Brooklyn Brewery. When we get to the Brooklyn Brewery, there's like 2 dudes that work there.
Really? We had this I went to a factory in Jasper, Indiana, of all places. First time I ever flown on a private jet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, they pick you up in the Teterboro Airport. And
Okay.
they make it like, oh, we're gonna pick you up in the private jet, and they
Was
fly
it
to
nice?
the private airport. No,
Yeah.
it was a site. It was called the Citation. This is the name of the plane. Googler.
Citation.
The Citation. Googler. It's fucking, you watching the show. You,
How much
you,
you
know,
guys-
if you're like a coach on the team, you can't watch the team play.
I can't
You
help
gotta.
it. It's so
You gotta
sad.
You gotta think of plays.
You gotta
You gotta
think 2 or
move
3 steps
without
ahead.
the ball. Move without the ball.
It was so interesting.
Citation private jet. This thing was a dollar van with wings. That's what it fucking was. It looks cute in the pictures. I mean, it looks fucking cool. But when you get in the fucking cab, it's 5. It seats 5 comfortable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th person like in a wing seat, like a flip down kind
2
of.
of those people are uncomfortable as shit.
One is uncomfortable
One is.
for sure because that person has to sit the other way, the opposite way, and try to get the interior cab, like try to show the interior cab of Citation. But the captain and the co-pilot are up there, right? Now he's speaking to us like, hey, like welcome to this, like we're on a big
Right.
liner.
Right. Meanwhile, you're just back there. You just.
He's in front of me because
I can hear you, dude.
Right. So he's like, yeah, well, he's we'll be flying at 32 hours, and I'm like, dude, there's a fucking curtain right here. then he says, as soon as we get up about 1,000 feet or whatever else, we'll have some beverages and snacks, and I'm like, where? What is gonna happen here? Oh, I'm sorry. The flip down one seat was the flight attendant
Okay.
who helps you with this. See, this is the luxury ones. I wasn't on that shit.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
let's do regular.
I was look for older model Citation. I don't know.
Citation was the name of the plane or the company?
It's the site. Yeah, it's a style of, like a Cessna.
Okay, a style of
Citation
okay.
is a type of plane.
Type
like
of plane,
Boeing.
okay.
Right, that's what it is. A Cessna,
Cessna Citation, okay.
Yeah. So, like the year, model, make of the car,
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is. But it was very uncomfortable. And then the ultimate, she brought out coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow she sat from a seat this way and mastered the art of being small and not taking up a lot of space. So she did everything in her space. Like it was click, clack, click, turned around, coffee. I was like, where'd you get that?
coffee from?
Where'd you get the coffee from? Okay. Oh, even better. Breakfast. She pulls out a fucking tray of fucking breakfast burritos of all things.
From her feet.
From underneath a seat under the tray.
Wow.
She did not move or cross the plane. Everything was like here. Watch the last one. If anyone has to use the bathroom, where?
In my hand.
No, you go to the bathroom in yourself. You put the curtain and you zip it around, and you piss in a pot.
Wow.
If you have to. Look, this is small, but this is nicer than what the fuck I was on.
You can't look up the model.
So your seat is actually a toilet?
Everything.
Essentially, that's
Yes. Well, there was a bedpan that we get passed
Wow.
around. I mean, like a fucking hospital. I mean, this was.
No.
Yeah, we tend to forget that there are classifications of things within the like you hear private jet, and you
That's
all of a
what-
sudden you have this image of what you got. But said no, there's some budget private jets that
Yes.
you know.
That's what I was trying to get at. There's a budget.
There's a budget level of doing the private
Fun
jet.
is not
You
in
could
the
just say
box.
it's a private jet. Yeah, we took a private jet.
Right.
And this is no, you'd be better off taking the bus or a train. You'd have probably had more fun on the damn train.
Felt like it.
You know.
It felt exact. I was mortified, and I was like, "Damn, can I imagine? What if you have to really take a shit?" And I'm like, "These people are."
If you get sick, or if you're just not feeling well, you know.
I'm just saying, man, to piss or shit or do any bodily releasing in this close quarter, that's like being on the bus and be like, I farted. You
Yeah.
know, like you're looking at the guy and he's looking at you like,
Yeah.
you really, I gotta go. And you zip a curtain.
You just zip a curtain.
And you're still here.
Still, yeah,
I
okay.
can still smell it.
Yes,
still there.
Everything's going on. You're right there,
The only
buddy.
thing is I can't see it, and it's probably not a good curtain. You probably can see the silhouette of the dude, like if he's like having a rough time. Like,
So, I'm obviously looking at these breakfast burritos, and I'm like, breakfast. She had coffee and a breakfast burrito, and I was like, this is not gonna go well. I mean, it was only a 45-minute ride from
That was my next question.
New
So how
York
long were you
to
in
Indiana. Yeah, New York, 45 minutes.
you can rough it for 45
I
minutes.
could have done worse. You know what I'm saying? Now that's fucking nice. I wish we had something like that.
Oh, but that's what they're gonna
But this
show
was-
you.
This was the size of it.
That's
This
it?
is what I remember. Three
Almost like
fucking
a
windows.
puddle jumper.
Puddle. Whew. Fucking. I was like, this is no
You
fun.
got the budget private jet. Yeah, man. You say private jet and you think one thing, but you don't realize you can get the other. It's almost like the same thing. I have the same thing to say about
Mercedes does that. Look, people, y'all got a Mercedes.
yeah, and you know
That old fucking thing.
What
What were you saying? You said
No, I said you say the same thing about prostitutes and hookers. You say hooker, and what you have in your mind is one thing,
right.
but then what shows up is
Crack
something
whore.
is a crack addicted person who didn't do their teeth right today and stuff, and that's what you get. That's what you get on the point. That's what they know.
Ooh.
You know, none of that. You know, I don't know how much you like the movie Pretty Woman, but that person doesn't exist.
No.
That person-
No.
That's not.
There is no such thing of. There's no Julia Roberts. coming-
Right, that's-
Yeah, no. That's not what you get when you call 1-800.
That's right.
Spank my ass.
Right,
you
exactly.
know.
Unless you want to do one of those high and like any other classification.
Yeah.
You could do the Elliot Spitzer thing and get you the high end stuff and cost you a couple $1,000s and
Russian.
you know, and yeah,
The Russians.
the Russian hookers,
Russian
the
hookers.
Czechoslovakian
Yes.
hookers.
But you know, this is true. This is very true. But you know what? It's prevalent around the world. I mean, they have even now on Groupon. Okay. Do you Groupon? Do you use Groupon?
A little bit, yeah.
I had to
Like
take-
for restaurants and stuff, and
I had to for the coupons, right? Like
Yeah.
You get like a little,
Yeah.
That's what I started it for, and then it became almost.
well, you became addicted to Groupon.
Well, I became addicted to and Amazon was the second. Like
Yeah.
I went from dope to heroin. Like you know what I'm
I
saying?
remember your wife telling me shit shows up at the door all the fucking time. Just-
All the time. That's why I got the fucking cameras and the doorbell. I'm like, oh yeah, it's
too many
coming.
people showing up here.
Well, dopamine. This dopamine is true. You
like,
you hit it. Yes. Just think of Christmas.
What'd you get? I don't know.
I know exactly what's in the box. I ordered it. But everything that the dopamine is true. That you read it. But the fun's not in the box. It's
Yes.
The fun is here. Like I
Getting
know
it.
what's in it.
I know what's getting it. Ooh,
But I ordered it. Toothpaste. Yes. At your fucking door. That's amazing.
Go ahead. You were saying Groupon.
Oh, so I was saying with Groupon is they offer now baller shots or something like that. Like you could take a picture with the private jet.
Mm-hmm.
You could take pictures at expensive like cars and stuff like that. All through a Groupon offer.
Really?
It's just fucking insane.
So you wait a minute. So you can take a.
You could go out to fucking Long Island, Farmingdale. They take you to the jet.
Mm-hmm.
They let you get on and take fucking pictures in the jet, sitting down, eating, drinking, sitting in the chair
Okay.
of a private jet.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So you could be a totally fake motherfucker.
Take the baller slang. That's not gonna be on there.
You could be a totally fake dude.
Just
Didn't somebody
just say
like
Groupon fake photo shoots?
Didn't somebody like Lil Bow Wow or somebody like that do that? Like they were talking about I'm in the PJ and stuff, and then somebody said, "We ain't take no damn private jet to this."
The chick said, "He's sitting next to me." She got the passenger got him. The passenger got him. She was like, "But I just got off the flight. I just landed in Atlanta, and he was on the
He
plane
was right
with
next to me.
And she caught the picture, and he smiled, and he was like, "Hey, I'm Bao, So that was fucked up.
Oh man.
But yeah, there's some deals like that just blow me away, and I'm like, wait, who would want to do this? Say,
Apparently, Lil Bow Wow.
apparently. Well, now in his defense, he said yes, he was on the plane at the time he took the picture. The picture was not live. It was not the day but he posted it and said, headed to LA for Super Bowl, whatever,
But you on Delta.
Right. He flew commercial.
Uh-huh.
So look, private jet photo shoot. $974
Dollars?
We need to.
Dollars?
for the fucking photo.
Who do you know and who has a
So
jet can,
if
like,
we
try
get
it?
us one of these budget jets and just stick it on a runway,
Look, 2 hour.
pretty it up,
So let's do the podcast. 2 hour private jet. We paid $974.
you just pretty it up, and then just charge people to come and take photos. Your boyfriend can take the pictures because he's looking for a job.
Look. Come on. Look at this. This is amazing. It's amazing what people will do for the photo, for the
image.
But I get it. Like if you're getting married, like what they're doing is that's something different. Like if you're getting married and you take a
Bridal photos,
right?
and
That's
stuff
kind of
like that.
cool.
Okay,
That's
all right.
cool.
That's because that's around an event.
Right.
It's circled around an
not,
event.
Hey, about to fucking be out.
Oh, about to hit that Super Bowl party.
Right.
So what you talking about? You were in my basement.
BRB motherfuckers hitting the private jet, man. But that's cool. Like I like that photo.
Bring your
that's,
own PJ. BYOPJ. Bring your own private jet.
But the fronting and stunting part of it is not cool.
Yeah, I used to that whole like fake it till you make it thing is kind of, there's a price to pay for that.
It sure is.
There's a price to pay for that, because if you do all this, you in the private jet, and then you bitching with somebody in the fucking lane at Food Mart because they charged you, for the 12-pack as opposed to the 6-pack.
Right.
So it's now, wait a minute. You balling on a private jet, but now, you in line at the supermarket.
Yeah. This is true, where people forget that you will be seen. Like, someone will see you.
But that's the price to pay. I mean, if you want everybody to look, then everybody's going to be looking.
I mean, if there's a ton of people that they recluse themselves just for that, because they can't handle that going out in public thing. Like a lot of celebrities, they just choose to not be seen. Which I would, if I
choose to not be seen.
Yeah, I would love to be as quiet and kept as possible,
right.
and walk through, and just get my fucking stuff and leave,
Right.
and okay, good. But because the people, they Kevin Hart said this on Rogue's podcast. On
Okay.
Joe's. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
He put it very clearly. He was like, when a guy in the bathroom trapped him in the bathroom, he was like, dude, did you just catch me taking shit? You put the camera over me, But he said it so perfectly. It was like, how about saying hello to me instead of going, hey, Kevin?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so fucking fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That you would just, you don't give the person his respect.
Their respect, right?
You're looking for the actor.
You intrude on their
in their space.
on their space. Yeah.
But what a crazy fucking thing. I mean, Plainville, Long Island. Where is this Plainville?
Plainview?
It says Plainville, Devonwood. Where the fuck is that?
I don't know. Devonwood, Long Island?
Connecticut.
Okay.
Connecticut CT. You CT balling, baby.
Well, who's making the money though?
Well, these are all services, right? So we could say, hey, we have a service and post it on Groupon.
Yeah.
We could say we
Right,
want to
okay,
clean our house. It's like
okay.
Angie's List, no different.
Right.
But we won't get the ranking, you see the percentage and the rankings and all that other shit.
Right.
It gets like, oh, these guys are really legit. But you could be there's people here selling some weird shit on here, Like, I fucking got caught by one where I thought was something I was buying, and I was buying the manual to buy the item.
Yes, that happened.
fucking
That's
caught me out.
you all of a sudden get, man, this is a great deal. And then
Sir, you bought the manual.
Yeah, you bought the cover.
You bought the owner's guide.
You bought the cover of it.
Fuck wants an owner's guide for a grill? It's a barbecue grill, goddammit. Fucking steaks. Can't make steaks with this.
Steak, turn grill on. Put steak on grill. Enjoy.
Jesus Louise, who came up with this fucking concept? But the fraudulent was not new. It's something. Remember the beeper when the. Remember the beeper?
Yes.
Okay, remember the fraudulent guy that turned his on and off to make the sound and, and act like he was being
doing something?
summoned?
Yeah.
This is a thing. This fronting is not new.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Look.
It was easy to do with beepers, though. You just turn it on.
Yeah,
and
yeah, but
you
you
just leave it the room.
Yeah. But you had to be kind of swift with it because you couldn't. Having it in your hand was like, nah, you just turn it on. It was the quick one where you just click it and it's just. It had a little couple of second delay and you look down. And then I was always just tell people, like, that's not the sound it makes when it beeps. That's the sound when you turn it on.
When you turn it on.
It's two different sounds. Fronting is not in your future.
Fronting's been a part of history.
Yes. I've partaken in a little
Did
fronting.
a little fronting
sometimes.
yourself?
Of course. Always. I
That's how you get by. You're an older man.
Well, I'm talking younger.
What I'm saying is, like, you've lived and you've done your share of other stuff.
Well, there's several ways to what they could perpetrate a fraud. Right. There's several ways to do it. A lot of people do it very well. Wear an expensive jacket, and cheap shirt, and vice versa. Same jeans, different jacket.
Same jeans, different jacket.
That's still perpetrating a fraud. That's still...
Okay.
No, not really. I take that back. That's just being creatively,
But you can do that. I mean, I kind of like when I go to work, I realize that I do that because I like throwing on like a custom suit, but with like a shirt like this underneath it.
Yeah.
That sort of like that combination type thing. Like, say, I'm serious, but I ain't that serious.
Right. I don't know, man.
What fraud did you perpetrate when you were younger?
I can't remember. I just remember, needing to please people at certain points, and then realizing, fuck them.
Yeah.
Whether it was trying to buy a pair of sneakers that I couldn't afford, or trying to...
That's all of us. That's unfortunately, there's a lot of people today who are still like our age, like adults with families who still do that. Who still go through this whole process of, well, you got to have this type of sneaker. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. You got $15,000 in credit card debt. Yeah. Maybe go to Payless if you need some, even though they're going out of business.
Well, this way the person that doesn't want to be seen because he's like, fuck it, I don't have the clothes, I don't have the stuff. But no, my biggest fraudulent thing was I stuffed the sock in my drawers and kind of walked out like.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You put a package in your.
Fuck that. I was like. I know you're watching. I know you see it,
Just put it on and
like,
just. But then you had to like walk around like.
Oh, it didn't work because it just looked like
It was like a sock.
It just looked like it was like.
Did your friends call you on it?
No. One, I think I got to like lunchtime. I was like, nah, I can't go through. And like the plan was to go to the cafeteria, and like, all right, you know what I'm saying. New pair of pants. It was like some little tighter jeans or whatever else. And I was like, this is going to wow. And I got to like to the lunchtime, take the bathroom, and I was like,
this ain't going.
Get out of here. Fuck am I doing here? I am not the only guy that's fucking put a sock in his fucking...
No, absolutely
I'm just
not.
I'm not saying here in the room.
I never knew that you did that.
Yeah, I've done it. Put a sock in the drawer. Double
rolled.
Yeah.
Double rolled the sock.
They had no thought of making it like anything else other than the bulge, and just.
I just love because I'm just curious I'm curious about this about a lot of things, but just, but not that. Just like it was an idea, and then you decided to act on it.
Yes.
There's a window, there's like a
100%.
time period that goes in it, and I'm curious as to what happens in that time period that makes you think it, and then say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it."
You ball it up. You go. No one's gonna believe this. What do you mean? You just grew a big cock over the. Fuck just happened. Fuck it, man. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I remember it was something of some. I don't know, maybe some girl was trying to attract or whatever else, and it was like, bet she'll go for this.
Bet she'll go for this.
She won't turn this down.
Oh.
Oh.
So what are you doing?
But I didn't think through it because guess what happens? What if I did meet her and she goes, "Hey, where's the package?"
Where's that? Right.
I took the laundry day.
Where's that big shit that you were toting around? That's why I came here. I came here for the big dick.
What about you,
Well,
John?
I would.
I don't
tell
have
her,
a big dick.
No,
Is that what you're asking me?
No, about perpetrating a fraud.
I have. I can't.
I'll put it all on you.
I'm saying no. I'm not putting it all on.
I said it.
I have. What fraud did I perpetrate? I guess my whole persona was like a perpetration. Perpetrating a fraud.
This is getting good.
I think it took me a long while to be comfortable with who I was. And it took me a long while for me to realize that my authentic self had more value than who you thought I was. And so, and it took me a long while to get that way. Because
very interesting.
Because I mean, I had my share of being like picked on when I was in school and stuff like that. I wasn't the cool. Chad was the cool dude when he was in school. I wasn't the cool dude when I was in school. I got picked on my fair share and stuff, and so I was always trying to be something else. And so I thought I could do it by wearing a certain pair of jeans or wearing a certain pair of sneakers, or if I threw on a certain type of jacket, or I needed to have my unique starter jacket and stuff like that. Well, maybe they will like me then, and they still didn't like me, And so I had to go. I went into the military, which taught me a lot of things about people, and then I went off to college after that, which taught me a lot of things about people. And I think after college, I just sort of came up with this notion of, no, you know what? My authentic self is better than anything that I could ever be to anybody else. And so
True, dude.
you kind of like have to kill that other persona that you have, But then there's certain aspects of it that is, still valuable. I'll to this day, I'll raise my fist up for, true classic hip hop. And that's who I am. But at the same time, if you throw on some Foo Fighters, I'm getting down. I'm throwing. Let's go.
Like Foo Fighters.
I love the Foo Fighters. Dun, 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 dun. I love a good guitar, like a strong guitar riff. I saw that Queen movie.
Yes.
I saw that Queen movie.
Freddie
I liked
Mercury.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked it
too. Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
You forget how I was watching it with my wife. Like, she didn't realize how many songs that they did. She was like, "Oh, they did this song," because she knew like all the songs from like other people that had covered it and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh, that's their song too."
That's what I like more about the Queen story of everyone. You know who else was like that? Fucking like Kiss, and like Kiss records or even the Bee Gees. For Bee Gees. All of those guys have those catalogs where you go,
oh, that's
where
their
this came
song?
from?
Okay.
Okay. And when you hear Queen, you're like, oh, show must go on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they have some fucking great fucking records that have been, like you said, been taken by a ton of
been
hip-hop.
done, redone, we sort of forget. And you can't, people, you can have your opinion about the type of dude he was. I remember one of the last memories I have of our dad was telling me how much of a problem he thought I had because I liked Freddie Mercury.
Really?
Yes. Wow. He said, Freddie Mercury's a fag. Why do you like a fag?
Oh.
And I said, well, I'm not going out to dinner with the motherfucker. I'm playing the record. And I like the record.
Well, that's interesting in itself.
So
you had a tangible conversation.
The fact that we had a conversation, that's another thing
you guys connected a little bit more than I did with him.
Yeah, I think we did, and at the same time we didn't, because he was I don't know, communication just wasn't his thing. I guess maybe that's where I get that from.
Perpetrating a
little
fraud.
bit. He was perpetrating a fraud too.
He was perpetrating.
And I remember, and it became real to me that he was a phony in some regards. Now, we learned a lot more towards the end, and that changed some perspective. But I remember when I was this was my first year when I was in the military. I was in Japan. No, I was in South Carolina. And I called him, and this is when you had gotten in a little bit of trouble.
I got arrested.
You got arrested.
Yes.
And I called him, I spoke to him, and he says, yeah, your brother's getting into trouble. He says, you need to speak to him and see what's going on. And I said, well, motherfucker, you're right there.
Right.
You're there. So why don't you talk to him?
Yeah.
To see what's going on, and why are we doing this triangle shit? you could do that as a straight line, and that's when I kind of realized, oh, he's like not engaged
Yeah.
in our lives, but then wants to sort of like pull that card. And I'm like, nah, you can't. That's no.
Well,
and then he did a couple of bullshit things with
Yeah.
I remember when Justin was born, he did a bullshit thing.
Really?
And when you got married, he did a bullshit thing,
yeah.
and all that. And so
Well, he
kinda-
disappeared. I mean,
Yeah.
just conveniently found a way to not
to not
engage,
participate.
as
Right,
you say
right.
so eloquently, engaging, and that's a huge part of our story that just goes
Yeah.
it goes, but that's not uncommon for a lot of people in the world.
Unfortunately, it's not.
It's not uncommon that there's some sort of a disconnect in the communication process.
Yeah.
That there's not this ability to, tell be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
to put this personification, because it doesn't end well.
No, usually doesn't.
And
No.
shoot. I remember when kind of like all that was going on. I was arrested for grand theft,
Mm-hmm.
and grand larceny, stealing cars, and all this other shit. I was so happy to piss him off. I was
Wow.
so happy to get a response, because it meant that it would at least
So you're acknowledging. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Because when I heard your dad heard blah blah blah, I was like, thank you, fucking. That's what I got to do to get your attention. But I didn't do it for that. There was no
Right.
part of when you say the space in between when you make your decision. This is
Right.
total friends
This
growing
is gonna,
up. This is
gonna get my
environment.
dad's attention if I steal this car.
No, I didn't.
That's right.
And did not think of even calling him when I got in trouble. Yeah, I took mine like shit. Took it on the chin.
Took
Yeah.
it like Lil Kim took it.
Yeah. That didn't go well.
It didn't go well, but she took it.
Oh,
Tupac cried. Lil Kim walked out with her chin up high.
oh my god.
I'm doing my time.
Yeah, no, it is one of those things that many people cry out for in a quest to get some attention, or
Yeah.
at least be heard. It just doesn't have to be that way. You could be heard like your normal self is
Yeah.
enough. It's enough.
Yeah.
There's enough in there that there's true value in being yourself, and
Absolutely.
it goes to what everything we said. The fun is not in the box.
Right.
It's you.
It's you.
What you create from those moments, or what you do with them, are the parts that are the most valuable. And if you walk away with anything, that's what you leave with.
And I think we forget that if the more authentic you are, that the people who will be attracted to that are the people who are going to appreciate
Yeah.
that about you more, as opposed to the person who's perpetrating.
Which is why I didn't need
You
the
know.
sock at all.
Which is why you didn't need the sock.
The fun's not in the
Fun's
box.
not in the box. Fun's not in the package, honey.
Right.
It's in the rye. It's in the rye. That's why we going to
Great.
White Castle.
Ooh, White Castles. Now that I am off of my 40-day sobriety and diet restrictions of just cleansing,
You've been balling, haven't you?
I've been fucking eating
You've been
everything.
just going up crazy.
Yeah, but
You said you went to George Martin with your
George
anniversary. You probably had a big ass steak.
I had a fillet.
What's the biggest goddamn steak
No,
you
did
got?
not.
Bring
did
the
not have
cow
that.
out here.
I didn't have a big one there. In fact, my mother-in-law made me a fucking steak, and I cooked them on the grill outside,
Mm-hmm.
which was amazing. And it was like, oh, totally doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So fun, all good. Beers, come
Beers.
back like a champ. You
you
said
go.
don't die. It was like don't die taking your
So
first
don't
drink.
die when you get back to it. That's right.
I will say it was a little, when I took a drink, I was like, fuck. And then I didn't, before I would drink to finish it. Now I could just have a drink and just
That-
all
yeah.
right, that's good enough.
That when I made that decision to like not
fun.
drink as much as I
Yeah.
used to drink, so sometimes I'll go weeks without like
good
having
though.
a drink. It's good that when you do decide to
Yeah.
drink, you don't have to. For some reason, there was this notion of like you gotta drink everything.
yeah.
Like I'll put it down, I'll drink it. Oh, this one, hurry
mine.
up, finish that up. And that's just, no, you can have a drink and
No, I agree.
enjoy a drink.
Yeah.
And enjoy it, and that's why I like I get on people who are on the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
There was this usually find like a nice spot. I'm sure you had it when you were on a cruise. There's usually like a place there that is
Yeah.
kind of like a cozy place for you. Like it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that. Yes.
And
How'd you know?
people kept going in and ordering Long Island iced teas. And Long Island iced teas piss me off.
Really?
Because it means that you don't like alcohol. It means you don't like it.
You like tea?
It means that you just like the idea of possibly getting drunk. Because everything's in a Long Island iced tea.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like it's
gin,
got everything.
vodka.
It's got gin, vodka, rum, and all that.
Yeah,
you just
you
put
don't
it
want to.
together,
You just want to.
and you top it with Coke and like here. No, you just want a fucking smorgasbord of shit. You don't know what you like.
Oh, so it's not tea. It's
No, it's not tea.
lemon, and then you put Coke in it to make.
No, it's a bunch of alcohol and
Yes.
it's topped with Coke.
Uh-huh.
Supposed to have some
Lemonade.
some iced tea lemon in it, but
Like yeah, and there's a
it's
lemon in it.
depending on-
Only if we had someone to
with a
Google would
splash of
Only if we
Coke.
had someone to Google would
What's in a Long Island iced tea?
Well,
Wow.
I used to bartend.
That's
That's,
great.
why I know.
Oh
but-
yeah. Did you used to
that's-
bartend really?
Yeah.
Where'd you bartend at?
It was at a bowling alley in Queens. AM. Well,
Oh, but
now
you
it's
but
Bolero.
you were pouring
Bolero.
You were
Yeah,
pouring
now it's
beer.
called Bolero, but it's AMF. No, I that's how I know. It's supposed to have like a little bit of lemon
Yeah.
It is supposed to
and
have
a
a little.
splash of Coke, but not just Coke.
Oh, okay.
Right,
And
a
lemon.
splash.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it did have lemon.
Okay,
and,
all right.
you know, like
It's supposed to have,
lemon
like,
tonic and all that.
Still, it's not a drink. It's not a. It's just a
That I would
smorgasbord.
agree
It's
with.
not a smorgasbord of shit that you have, and
I
so
would
it's
agree.
just one of those things where like this is just somebody that's trying to get drunk, or this is somebody who's trying to act like they know what they're drinking, but they don't like what they're drinking. You know, me, I want to enjoy my drink. I want to
This is
enjoy.
true.
They had Monkey Shoulder, which is a great bourbon. I got to bring it one day.
Monkey Shoulder.
It's called
Sounds
Monkey
fun.
Shoulder. It's nice, smooth, smoky, on the light side
Hmm.
actually, almost like a caramely tasting bourbon to it. Monkey Shoulder.
You do
Great
you
stuff.
like bourbons. You do
I
a
do
lot of
like bourbons.
Yeah, you do a lot of cigar.
I do like the
bourbons.
bourbons. And I realized when I was at this bar on the cruise, they had like they had all the bourbons on display. And I'm sitting there with my wife and I'm looking and I said, you know, babe, I've had every single one of these bourbons. And she goes, wow, that's a lot. And I was like, yep, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about a sip. Like I've
Glasses.
finished a bottle of just about everything that's up here.
Yeah, it's a certain thing. I mean, I the sugar just gives me a total different reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah, any of the brown liquors.
the browns.
Yeah, just really do me.
That's why you like your Tito's, man.
Yeah, man.
Tito's.
Yeah.
The Tito's Vodka.
Yeah, we do indeed. So, wow, an hour and 45 minutes. We are doing it big time. Well, we'll thank everybody for coming out.
Next week's Mother's Day.
Next week is Mother's Day.
We're gonna. I'm calling it right now,
Call it.
and go ahead and call me a liar. Next week's podcast is gonna be his wife Keisha and my wife Teresa, and they're gonna do the podcast.
What?
I'm saying it right now.
He put it out there.
I put it out there. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, let me see those. We got some merch here. So for our fans, if you sign up and subscribe and you put in the comments, I want a hat, as in hat, or I want a shirt, we'll send you one.
A hat or a shirt.
Hat or a shirt. So subscribe today. We're giving away free merch.
You gotta subscribe though on 13 Ghost TV.
You got to subscribe. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and send us an email inside the comments. I mean, you can send us an email too, and we'll still honor the agreement. Get you cool fucking dad hat or shirt.
Like,
Some of them-
share, subscribe.
Yes, all that. Even a hoodie that I got for John. That I did get for John.
Ah.
In his
It's that.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
No, but it's spring colors and
And
it's
good-
Easter color.
It's Easter.
Easter colors.
It's perfect for today.
All right, party people, we're gonna get out of here. Two Bros Podcast, episode 61.
Not.
Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Have a blessed week, but more important, be a blessing to someone else.
Well, fuck 'em.
Peace.